Hi everyone, it's Alex from Risk Academy, and in this video I want to talk about another key takeaway I got from the US Archer Summit. The disconnect, I think the historical disconnect between the risk assessments and the statistical data within the organization. And the word statistical data kind of sounds complex, but it really isn't. It's basically finding reports within the organization that have records of incidents, equipment damage, additional maintenance like unexpected maintenance costs, fires, electricity breakdowns, safety incidents, obviously environmental incidents, environmental fines. So I've just listed a number of things that every organization on the planet has, and it has them in all various places. But in fact, all of these data points are operational risk incidents. And if the organization invests the effort into capturing them, or at least linking the systems, so it goes into a single place, into a single repository, that data becomes a perfect starting point for risk quantification. Because do you want to know what the frequency of incidents of a particular type in operational risk is? Well, you can actually count the number of historical incidents per year for the last few years that you have the data, and then create a Poisson distribution around that to allow some volatility, because past years are not a guaranteed representation of the future. And you can also make other adjustments to it depending on how the systems changed or how the equipment changed. For example, if you've just upgraded, you probably would expect lower incident rates than historically. And then you can do exactly the same for the consequences. Delays, if something is broken, how quickly is it fixed? And how much money are you losing every time something is broken? All of the data is available in the organizations. The trouble is, whenever the risk managers attempt to do a risk assessment, they start asking questions. They literally meet with the person who has the report. Sometimes it's paper-based, or maybe it's an Excel file. He has the report on his computer or on the desk. And instead of talking about the content of the report, or in fact, which good risk managers should do, is take the report, investigate it, do the homework, and then come to the meeting, they start asking questions. How serious is this? How likely it is? What are the consequences? Is it 20? Is it 100? And then you put this poor person, the risk owner, on the spot, because they have to make up something. And most of the risk owners don't even make the connection that they actually have the necessary data in their computer, in the reports that they generate. And most of the operational stuff, they have operational reports, like operational management reports, where they would actually list all these incidents, but they don't make the connection between whatever the operational work that they do and the incidents that they identify and monitor and investigate, like all the investigations. All of that is actually data points for risk quantification and should not be ignored. So I think that's where the future of risk quantification is. You almost sniff through the data, different reports within the organization, and you pull all the important information bits to your risk quantification model, and then that generates a loss exceedance curve that you can then use for budgeting purposes, liquidity management purposes, insurance purposes, and so on. Let me know what you think, and do share your experience. How good is your company at using the incident data to quantify risks? Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.